There are many spiritual gurus that believe that we chose to be here. We chose the kind of experiences that we're going to have. We chose our parents. We chose our friends. We chose where we're going to grow up. It's crazy, right? But I understand why they believe that. The amount of suffering that we go through is too much. We must have consented to this. Because if we did not consent to this, it will mean that the experience that we're having is horrible. So it must be our choice. They believe that we had soul contracts before we came here. We chose the people that we're going to interact with in our lives. We chose how they're going to impact our lives. Like, yo, come here. You going to bend my face. Alright? You're gonna bend my face at some point. You and me are gonna get married, and you're going to cheat on me with my best friend. You're going to frame me for murder, and I'm going to die in prison, and no one is ever going to know that I'm innocent. That's ridiculous, right? That's ridiculous to believe. I mean, we can't even choose our dreams. Our brains just construct a reality that it wants to construct from our memories. Constructs whatever it wants to construct from our memories and give us the dream experience that it wants to give us. And most of our dreams are not even that good. Wouldn't it be good if we were able to choose our dreams, though? Think about it. If before you sleep you were able to choose the kind of dreams that you have, wouldn't it be good? I mean, reality is so horrible. Shouldn't we at least be able to choose our dreams? Shouldn't we at least have something to look forward to? When you're having a shitty day, you tell yourself that, nah, it's all good, man. Tonight I'm gonna have the dopest dream ever. So it's all good. I don't care if I'm working a job that I do not like. I don't care if my wife is cheating on me. I don't care if I'm in prison. I don't care if I'm broke. Because I can choose to have a dream where I'm rich. I mean, that would be crazy, right? That would be dope. But nah, we can't even choose our dreams. And you believe that we chose to be here. You believe that we chose to come and experience this. Bro, this world is horrible. No one is going to choose this. There's this movie called Soul 22. I think that's what it's called. This soul called Soul 22 did not want to come to Earth. I believe that no one would ever want to come to Earth. We will be like Soul 22. When they say, yo, go to Earth, like, no way, man. No fucking way. I ain't going to that place. That place is full of sick people, man. And when I'm there, I'm sick too. You know, it's not like I'm safe. No, I'm not. Everyone there is fucked up. No one would choose to be here. There's this TV series that I watched last year. It's called Severance. It's a very, very brilliant TV series. In this series, the main characters had their memories divided into their work life and their personal lives. When they were at work, they were not able to remember what happens to them when they are at home. They will not be able to remember anything that happens when they are at home. They will not know if they had kids. They will not be able to know if they were married. They didn't even know what they were interested in. They didn't even know if they had hobbies. And when they were at home, they would not be able to remember what they do where they worked. They would not know the people that they've met where they work. So they will go home and meet these people but not even realize that these are the people that they work with, because they cannot remember what happens when they are at work. This is a very, very good TV series because it raises a lot of deep philosophical questions. One of the philosophical questions that it raises is this: are the visions of them that experience life where they work the ones that actually chose to experience life where they work? This is a very, very deep philosophical question. Because these Inis, they call them Inis. The visions of them at work are called Inis, and the visions of them when they are at home are called Outis. So their Inis don't have any memories of their lives at all. In fact, their lives start where they work. So did they choose to be there? Or their outies chose for them to be there? If their outies chose for them to be there, what happens when they don't want to work there anymore? What happens when they feel miserable? What happens when they do not like their experience where they worked? Can they say, I don't want to work here anymore? Just go and watch the series. I don't want to spoil this series for you, but these are the things that happen in that series. It would be unfair to say that their Inis chose to be there and experience life at work. It would be unfair because their Inis don't remember making that choice. And you have to understand that our memories form a big part of who we are. If you wipe out my memories completely and you took me to a different place where I experience a different life from what I've experienced here, I don't think that my perspectives will be the same, because I would not have had the experiences that I've had here. So you did not choose to be here. Think about it. You don't have any memories of your previous life. If you did have memories of your previous lives, I don't think you'll be living this life the way that you're living it now. The truth is, you are a new person. You don't know anything that happened before you were born here. So you are a new person. And since your experiences and memories form a very big part of who you are, that means that without your previous memories, you are not who you were. So even if there was a vision of you that made a choice to come here, that vision of you is not really you. That's something that's really, really important to understand. No one chose this. So if people are saying, yo, we are suffering like crazy here, we don't know what is going on, all we know is that we do not like this experience. We think that something is just not right. We think that the amount of suffering that we go through does not make sense, and it's unjustifiable. How do we justify the experiences that we're having? Religious people have convinced themselves that there's a higher power that's responsible for everything that is happening, and he's trying to teach us some lessons so that we'll grow. There are no lessons to learn. Alright? Think about it. What have you learned? Tell me in the comment section, what have you learned that is actually important? You did not learn anything because there is nothing to learn. You are just here having an experience, and the experience that you are having is horrible. And because it's horrible, you do not feel okay. Because it's horrible, you feel like something is not right. And you should feel that way. I mean, how else should you feel? You see, not feeling okay is a sign that something is not right. If someone stabbed you on your shoulder and you did not feel pain, it will mean that you will not treat your wound. And what happens when you do not treat your wound? A lot of things can happen. You might even die. So your body tells you when something is wrong. And until you fix what is wrong, you're not going to feel okay. And that's not really a bad thing. So if you're not feeling okay, it's not a bad thing. You are in a sick world. You're not supposed to feel okay in a sick world. You're supposed to feel like something is wrong. So really, what's important is to figure out what is really wrong. Alright? What is important is to figure out what's really wrong, so that you will know what to do. If you do not figure out what's wrong, you're going to continue to suffer. There's no way around it. But if you figure out what's wrong, you're going to know what to do. If you are just in a messed up, toxic society, you might decide to spend most of the time by yourself. That might help you. If you are the problem, then you might try to change some things about yourself. If there are forces that are controlling your life, you might try to find out how to get rid of these forces. Whatever the problem is, it is important for you to try to solve that problem. But you will not be able to solve that problem if you did not know that there is a problem. And the only way for you to know that there is a problem is if you do not feel right. So you not feeling right is not a bad thing. It shows you that something is not right with this world. And if you lie to yourself, things are not going to be okay. You're just going to continue to suffer and ask yourself, why am I suffering? Why am I unhappy? Why am I unsatisfied? Why am I not fulfilled? I have money, but I'm not fulfilled. I'm married, but I'm not fulfilled. I thought that when I get married, I'll feel fulfilled, but I still feel like something is missing. Why do I always feel like something is missing? It is very important to know if something is not right. And I'm telling you, something is not right. Telling ourselves that we chose to be here is a lie, and it's not gonna solve our problems. You did not choose to be here. Even if your higher self chose for you to come and have this experience, it is not you. You are yourself. That's one thing that you must understand. So still, you did not choose to be here. You might be choosing to continue being here, but that does not mean that you chose to be here. That's something that's very, very important to understand. Thank you.